Tools for Schools is Wake Ed Partnership's newest initiative to support our teachers here in Wake County with the supplies they need for their classrooms and for their students. Literally 9 months ago, it was just an idea that we had had internally. We had heard about similar projects in other cities and other states to help teachers. And so we went out and started talking to companies and private foundations. We initially got a wonderful foundation locally here in Raleigh called the Four Others Foundation, gave us a $50,000 challenge match. They said, we'll give you 50 grand if you can raise $50,000 on your own by the end of the year. We did that in 60 days. And so that got us started. Eventually we're going to serve all teachers, public school teachers in Wake County. Right now we're starting small. This is a brand new project for us. We've never run any kind of retail store operation as a nonprofit, but we're excited about it. But ultimately we're going to be adding schools every week through the end of the year, and by July we expect to be serving all schools. Right now we're targeting our lowest income schools, our Title I schools, where generally the needs are even greater for the students and teachers, but ultimately all teachers will be eligible. Everything is free for teachers, but there are limits on how much you can get, and so we'll be giving on a point basis every semester. You come in and have 100 points, and so you may have a pen or pencil that's a point. You may have one of the popular items this week was these large easel pads from Post-it that teachers use, and so I think that one is like 10 points, and so it really depends on how many points you want to spend on certain items. But that's how it'll happen. So we'll work with the principals and they'll communicate out to the teachers, and ultimately we'll have public sign-up pages, and then you can just go on and pick once we're picked out. But right now we're just kind of building up as we go. We talked to teachers and said, what do you need the most? Because we know that teachers in North Carolina, sadly, go out and buy a lot of supplies for their classrooms. And we're really talking about not just for their classes, but for their students. They spend roughly $500 a year out of their own pocket. So we said, what are the things you're going out and buying? So it's Post-it notes, it's erasers, it's crayons, it's notebooks, it's office supplies for their desks themselves. But a lot of it is really targeted on what the kids need. Many of them come to school and they don't have everything. If you've got kids in the public schools, you're probably used to getting a wish list of things that or a classroom supply list. Well, a lot of kids can't do that, so teachers like to have all those supplies on hand. And so our goal with Tools for Schools is to bridge that gap so that teachers don't have to spend money out of their own pocket, and it's supported by Wake Ed Partnership and all of our donors and funders who will support it.
It gives teachers a break so they don't have to really stress about getting materials, and also I think it's really helpful for teachers to feel that they're supported by a larger community.
When Tools for Schools is finally up and running, like really going gangbusters, we're going to have so many opportunities for the community to engage and support. So not just cash donations, which are a big help because we buy things in bulk, we get good discount pricing as a nonprofit and as an education group, but also helping host school supply drives, bringing supplies in yourselves. We'll have Amazon wish lists where people can go online and ship it directly to us and list all the things. These are the things that the teachers say they need the most, and you click, 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 and send it here, and it'll be immediately go in the hands of teachers and right out the door. I think when our team got together and said, what do we want this to feel like? We wanted it to feel like a professional experience. We're wearing these aprons and our shirts, and when teachers walk in, like, welcome to Tools for Schools. Is this your first time? Here's the pencils, there's the crayons, there's the folders. We want it to be professional because that's what they are. And so we've stocked it with really great items. Everything in here right now is brand new, good name brands. So we want them to feel valued and appreciated. And then the practical aspect is that's money they don't have to spend. And they can keep coming back all throughout the year to replenish things. So that's really the goal for us, is to fill a need and make the teachers feel valued and appreciated.
For more information, visit wakeed.org/toolsforschools.